Shalom Aleichem Rabbi said we are back with Hachzik, and we'll finish off Mishnah Aleph in Perek Beis. And you know what? The truth is, we should have been makdim this. We should have been makdim this before we started this limud. Rav Olba says that there are two chalakim of Torah. This is a l'chayra is davar muskam l'kol. Okay, Torah is made up of Torah Shabbal Peh is made up of Nigle and Nister, okay? Shmaitza, Halacha, Lumdis, whatever you want to call it, and Agadita. And anything that is part of Shmaitza, anything that has a Halacha Psuka that could come out of it, is part of the Nigle part of Torah. Anything that is Bitchum Agadita is part of Torah's Hanister, okay? And Rav Olba says in the beginning of the Sefer over there, that he makes a Kal V'chomer. I think even Rabbi Rucham said the Kal V'chomer, that it would be much harder to learn Divrei Agada than Divrei Shmaitza. Why is that? Simply because what is the purpose of Gemara, of Shmaitza? The purpose is to be Megala Chazal, okay? That means after the Mishnayos. Chachameinu Zal, Mefarshei HaMishnah, right? The Tanoim, the Amoraim, are trying to reveal to us what may have been or is clearly hidden in the Mishnah. They are opening it up, revealing what is hidden to the naked eye in the Mishnah. And they're trying to help us understand the Mishnah. That's why there's Gemara. They are revealing to you what there is in the Gemara. Same thing with the Rishonim, the next generation. They are trying to help you understand. They are trying to reveal what is being said. Okay? So, in those sugyas which we learn all day are so hard to understand, says Rabbi Rucham, al achas kama v'kama, in Divrei Agada, where Chazal on purpose spoke in a vague way, in order to hide their words, to hide their message from dangerous people. That's already the lashon that Rav Olba writes over there, right? Kedei lahastir is devreim shelo yishlutu behem yadayim zoros. That's the lashon. You can look it up yourselves. Alachas kama v'kama would be harder to understand, and I used this piece in Rav Olba to understand a unfathomable thing. Rav Moshe Shapiro Zecharena Levracha. I never went to any of his shiurim. I went to a few chumash shiurim here and there. I met him once in my life, and maybe more than once, but either way, I'm not a Talmud of his. I never learned by him. I never really heard his shiurim in real life, at least. But Rav Moshe Shapiro, my Rebbeim, went to a shiur that he used to give. Okay, the shiur ended because he died. Okay, it was a shiur on Perek Chelek in Sanhedrin. It was a shiur once a week for at least an hour, okay, that lasted 27 years, okay? And it was on Perek Chelek, on the last Perek of Sanhedrin. And he made a statement, he commented, and I remember my Rebbe saying this over, and it's a davar nifla, and it needs to shed light on our whole little chavrusa shaf over here, okay? There is an extraordinary thing to point out in Perek Chelek, which is 21 blot, I think, okay, of Gemara, of Chazal HaKadoshim, discussing big things, okay, full Agadita Gemaras, okay, straight Agadita for 20 blot. There's not one Tosfos in the entire Perek, not one Tosfos. And the lashon that Rav Moshe said over is that Tosfos, there's nothing what Tosfos can be megala to us in these sugyas. Tosfos can't be megala anything to us in these sugyas. Meaning, like what Rav Olba said, these are Mili de Agoda, and Mili de Agoda is part of the Torah's Hanister. And Torah's Hanister is supposed to stay Nister. Okay? It's supposed to stay unrevealed. We don't reveal. Sometimes we have Agadita Gemaras where there is Tosfos, Rishonim. Look, we are learning Maseches Avos, and Maseches Avos is Kulei Agada, and we have Asach Rishonim, Rashi, the Rambam, the Rabbeinu Yoina, and others. Okay, there is Rishonim here, so we have to understand this truism, is that everything that the Rishonim are talking about and revealing to us are things that are allowed to be revealed. They are things that are, believe it or not, on the surface level. On the surface level, okay? And they are supposed to be maybe like, little doors that we can use to dig deeper. There is a whole Mishnah over here. There is way more going on that meets the surface, even though we are going full in with this limud on the Rabbeinu Yoina, which is definitely the most ma'arich on these Mishnayos, and we're going to learn and we're going to gain tremendous amount of knowledge and insight. But it's mamish just the tip of the iceberg. There is so much that we can be mizboinen in the words of the Mishnah alone, even without the Rishonim, because that is the nature of this limud. Agoda is, there's something here, there's something hiding over here. Okay, I had to say that piece. The reason why I'm saying that piece is because Rabbi Isai, this Mishnah is beyond packed with information. Okay, some of it's in the Rabbeinu Yoina, some of it's not in the Rabbeinu Yoina. Personally, I'm using this as a Hakdama for myself. I have no idea what's going on in this Mishnah. There is so much here, and it's like going into each other. And is there a hemshich? Is there one thing that Rebbe is telling us? Is this all part of the derech yishara shiver lo adam? I am totally confused by this Mishnah. Really, I am. We are going to go through the Rabbeinu Yoina. We'll read it inside. What he says makes sense, but I don't know how it fits into the main scheme of things, and it's just way too much information for me. I'm going a little bit crazy, okay? So I said my piece. We're going to learn this Mishnah and other Mishnayos, but we have to know that there is so much here, and we can think about it and try and get somewhere with it, because I can't make heads or tails with it. I really can't. I tried, and my Rebbe has a whole maruch over here. The Rebbeinu, the Mesilas Yesharim brings down this Gemara, and it's a Gemara Babasra, Bo Cheshbon. There's so much Torah over here that is lav dafka in the Rishonim on the page, in the Rabbeinu Yoina. I'm just giving you food for thought, and it's true about every single Mishnah that we did and that we're going to do. It's just the tip of the iceberg, okay? So that took 7 minutes. I'm sorry, but I hope it was a toyelis. We are going weiter. The next statement of this Mishnah, at least the statement that we're up to, is ve'hevi mechashev hefsed mitzvah keneged sechora. You have to be mechashev hefsed of the mitzvah keneged sechora. We'll see what that means. U'schar avera keneged hefsedo. And the schar of the avera, what does that mean? They get schar from an avera. Keneged the hefsed of the avera. Okay, let's see what the Rabbeinu Yoina says. Hefsed mitzvah keneged schara. Ki yirchash libcha dovor lemor. You're going to get a little whisper from your best friend, from your heart. And he's going to tell you the following. Eich esem mitzvah zois ve'afsid mamoini kazeh v'chozeh. If I do this mitzvah l'mais, if I buy this esrig, okay, if I, close my business on Shabbos, or if I, okay, right, with mitzvahs, if I spend this amount of money, I'm going to waste a lot of money. And I know that after Yontif, okay, they were sending out these videos, hilarious. You pay $60 for hadassim, for good aleph hadassim. 2 days later, you buy them for $2 in the gourmet glot as besamim for Havdalah. It's a joke. It's hilarious. That's what it is. You're gonna wait. You're gonna chas v'shalom. You're gonna spend so much money. I'm gonna be mafsid my money like this. Af ata loy, says Rabbeinu Yoina, I have an eitzah for you. This is what you should tell this little ruchash in your lap. Ki sochar godol yelonu aleh kiflayim elef pe'omim min ha'hefsed. You spent $60 on your adasim. You're gonna get $60 million. in the Olam Haba, Bezel lo yimnacha mikavod. And let this not be mainea you from the greatest kavod that you're going to have in the Olam HaEmes for being Makayim the mitzvah moiridik moiridik. U'schar aver keneged of Seder pein yeh davarim levavcha bliyal leimor. You're going to have this mabakach thought in your head. Again, schar avera keneged of Seder. Realize the hefset of the avera is terrible. Do the avera is terrible. So no, you get a geschmack from the avera. Let's see. I'm going to benefit tremendously from this avera. Maybe it's a business deal that is a shtickle crooked, and I'm going to make millions. How can I not capitalize on this opportunity? Says the Mishnah, says the Rabbeinu Yonah, be careful with again, keep Olam Haba in mind. It's million times better if you stay away from this terrible act. And if you're going to be nene now, you're going to be soivel, terrible. And when you put this in your heart, your hands will just, become, paralyzed. You won't be able to do it. You don't want a small revach. When this becomes a reality by you, and this is what you see, and this is how you think. Since Pashut, you're not going to do it. It's Pashut mathematics. It's not worth it. Weiter in the Mishnah, ishtakel b'sloisha dvarim ve'einata boli de avera. You look, you focus on these three things, and you're not going to come li de avera. Okay? Dala malam mimcha ayin roi oizen shemaz chol matzach b'sefer nechtovim. Again, three things. Rabbi say 3 is a big number. Okay? Ganz Klal Yisrael was shtel devek with 3, and you see it over and over in these Mishnayos. It's hafla of a fella. Says Rabbeinu Yonah, right? Tzolay Mishakadush Baruch Hu Roya v'Yodea Kol Maaseh B'nei Adam v'Zoicher Zakol Ki Ilu Nichtav Lefonav V'Yishalom Leirotach Az Ma'aseh Maroyim V'Hu Teimeh. Says Rabbeinu Yonah, frekt Rabbeinu Yonah, $64 million kasha. Lom V'Nom L'Shloish Dvarim L'Shloishim Davar Echadu. Why is this 3 things? It's all one zach. She'ein Ze Oimer Ela She'Hashem Yisal Yodea Kol V'Aseh L'Shalom L'Kepoloi. U'ma Cheshbenu Zeh. What is this 3 things? It's all one thing. Hakol Inyan Echadu. Al Kain Lefarish, that it's only a marshal, says Rabbeinu Yonah. Kasher Lifnei Melachim, Yisyatzib Lifnei Sorim, or Chacham Anshishem, you're standing in front of a melech, or an Adam Chashav, a smart man. Mizbayish Melazil Lifnei Maisim Lo Yeyosu. You are scared, you're embarrassed to do things which you're not supposed to do. Umilerim Dvarim Lo Toivim. Kain Yachshav B'chol Eis Kilu Oimid Lifnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Just one second. I just told over this Maisa to my wife. Rabbi's machshav is belevish, okay? Rabbi's machshav is belevish, and lemaisa we do things, okay? Hush hush, without telling anybody. We make it look. We put up like an alila, like a story. It's very negay. Last week's parsha, the Misainim, the way the Mefarshim understand the Misainim. Bikshu levakish alila, they wanted to find episode, a story to tell, but deep down inside there was something cooking by them. They wanted to run away. They didn't want old mitzvahs, but they were hungry. We wanted. They made up a story. One time, I was in the mechitza, let's say, of a master mechanech, a brilliant man, a brilliant mind. A person who can see right through you, literally see right through your actions. And I don't remember exactly what I did, but I knew that I was trying to accomplish something by doing something that looked like a good thing that I was doing. And I remember fooling one person, and then that guy, in front of people, looked into my eye and cut through all the alilas. And he said, you want something else. You're trying to do something And that was the biggest pachad I can say I ever had in my life. Where like, now I realize that if I'm ever in front of this person, I must be careful. Because he knows what's going on in my mind. So, this is huge. Okay? Histakil b'shloisha dvarim v'yantabol lidei averim. Lifnei malachim, lifnei sarim, oy chachamim v'anshei shem. Smart people. You are scared to mess around with smart people because they're smart and they'll call you out. They know what is really behind the story here. Okay? So be ehrlich. Be ehrlich, be ernst, and don't make up stories. That's at least how I read this, okay? You got to be careful. Just like you're careful from scary people, chachamim and malachim, mizbayish milasas ma'asem asher lo yasu, u'miler midvarim lo tovim, ken yachshav b'chol eis kilu oim lifnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu, kasher yamad ish lifnei re'eu, u'b'zeh yish merdarachim mechatoi, gampi u'lshoinoi, u'mitzara nafshoi. You'll save yourself from a lot of bad if you just realize that your whole life you're in front of the Rebbe Hashem. You can't trick him, and you can't just be, you know what I'm saying? Be ehrlich, be honest. And then you won't come to the Avera. Da mala mala mimcha ayin roi be'ezin shemayz v'mana oisam l'shnei dvarim. Ayin roi keneged ha'maisa. The eye sees what you're doing. V'oisam shemayz keneged ha'dibur. What you are saying. V'chas v'sholem. Loimar ayin v'oisam mamish. Okay, this is already an Isser D'Oraisa if you think like this, right? You know, Ein Boy Mamish, the Rebbeinu Shalom is Ein Loi Guf, Ein Loi Guf, one of the Ikrim. Ela Loimar She'ein Maisa Nistur Lefanav Loi Maimer Nela Mimanu. He hears everything and he sees everything, so you know, be on guard. Everything's written down. It's not Shayach Shicha, because it's it's written, it's underlined. To give good when you do good. If a person, you know, internalizes the fact that he's going to get schar for all of his good deeds. What does that mean? You'll stop yourself from doing the bad stuff. Like I said before, I think there's a lot more that goes into this Mishnah, and Adarabba, I don't have a mahalach. Just to keep these things in mind. There's a lot what to handle with this Mishnah, at least in my opinion. If you want to take it a little bit further, maybe we can, chat about it. Whatever. Okay? That's that for today. Everybody should have a wonderful day. Hatzlacha Rabba. Zai gesund.